You already know it's your boy, the Maniac. And this video here is for the MSU and OSU fans who was yelling and beating the table, pounding the table, breaking the table that the hammer's dropping. And the reason I'm doing this because 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago, we got news that the hammer did drop. But just not on Michigan. On Michigan State. They got 14 games vacated. The 22 season, the 23 season, and the 24 season. They only won 14 games in a 3-year span. And Justin Spiro, right? The real life 40-year-old virgin. This guy was on every platform. I remember he was on the Buckeye Boys with Mello and Dev, which obviously is an OSU podcast who are under Buckeye Scoop. And he was there. I mean, he was going off. You know, first of all, this is weirdo behavior. This is weirdo behavior. He said, you could go watch it. This was months ago. I don't remember. But he said it. He will come out of work, and the first thing he'll do is get on the phone with the NCAA, whoever he was connected to there, and help them with their investigation against Michigan. Now, guys, I hate Ohio State. I hate Michigan State. But there's no way that I'm going to come home and help them with I could care less. I got a woman, and she needs to be satisfied, and I do a great job of it. There's no, hey, NCAA, I have more information. Yeah. Come on, man. You're a bozo, grown-ass man helping an investigation. And then it's, well, why Michigan fans are so upset with me? I mean, I'm just reporting the news. That's what I'm doing. Well, what's the problem? Well, the problem is this, you bozo. If you were such good at what you did, you would have seen this coming. Your team, where was your inside sources regarding this? Where was you covering all of this? Easy. The bias. It has been nothing but bias towards Michigan regarding that whole investigation. He also goes as far as to say, oh, Jim Harbaugh, he had a charity when he was in NFL and he was conning people. Bro, that was years ago. That was beyond when he was a player. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Then there's another dude named Intrinsic, another bozo. The Bozo brothers. Spiro and him. These guys and mainly the Buckeye Scoop podcasters all around the campfire holding hands and saying, hey, it's going to be glorious when this hammer drop. It's not if, it's going to happen. My sources. Y'all all bozos. What sources? B. Moses, you another bozo. These Michigan fans are delusional. If they think nothing's going to happen, what happened? We delusional. What happened? No, you were delusional. Then, Nevada Buck, the pedophile, because he's a pedophile, another bozo. Oh, Nevada Buck, I remember Mello. Oh, Nevada Buck, he pays for all his information. Well, I hope he got his refund, because he was another one that led that Buckeye Scoop. Those fans are demonic. That's a cult following, because the Buckeye Scoop is trash. It's a trash podcast. Absolutely trash. Nothing but biased takes regarding their team. Like, come on. I get it. Every team has biased podcasts, but Buckeye Scoop takes the cake. And before I get back to Spiro, they were They initiated all of this. Kirk Barton, this guy, he a scumbag. He's a scumbag times 10. And I'm going to tell you why he's a scumbag. One, he assaulted a police officer. He's got caught for DWI. He made fun of Michi, who was associated with the Michigan program, who died of cancer. He made fun of him in the menace chat. This is a former player. It's a guy, and then we know why he did. I'm not gonna go through that because someone lost a family member regarding that, and y'all wanted empathy for him and sympathy. The guy's a scumbag. He did it to his own family, and he's spewing lies. Chris Drew mentioned it. He told me on Johnny's show, he was like, they wanted me to work with them, but you know what? I didn't. You know why? Because they wanted me to lie. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Lie. Capital L. That's exactly what Buckeye Scoop did to their followers. They lied to them. And doing so, bro, they generated so much subscribers. Every week, 3 to 4 episodes. Massive regarding the Michigan scandal. If a school got hit with sanctions of a tennis team, oh, if NCAA did that to their tennis team, imagine what they're gonna do to Michigan. Like, man, just slap these bozos. Lies. Everything was lies. And then OSU, Buckeye Scoop, you had an opportunity to have some of us say, okay, I respect this. And what I mean by that, based on what happened to Michigan State. Because, right, we're just reporting the news. I mean, why Michigan are so upset with us? We're just, these are the facts. If this was my program, I'd be doing the same. If it was your program, I'd be doing, oh, really? Where's your show regarding Michigan State, Buckeye School? Because they cheated. They played, and Dev said, oh, they got wins vacated because recruiting violations. No. Ineligible players. Y'all can't even report the right facts. Y'all all liars. Mello, Dev, Moses, pedophile, Buck, everybody associated. Spiro and Trizic, liars, bozos. All lies. Everything they said was a lie. Nothing came true. Absolutely nothing. And they dragged this for years. So what y'all could have done, Buckeye School, easily cook Michigan State for cheating. Because guess what? The 22 season, the 23 season, the 24 season, OSU, you played Michigan State as well, just like Michigan did. So you okay that your players' safety was in jeopardy because they had ineligible players. That's okay, because it's Michigan State. We don't care about our players' safety. Apparently I'm talking about OSU. Apparently you don't care. So why is it that if you have integrity as a podcaster and journalist and whatever y'all call yourselves, why y'all didn't cook Michigan State and say, man, you put my players in jeopardy from 22 to 24 because we played you guys? Why not? But y'all said there was no bias in none of this. It's not just because it's Michigan. It's just you did the wrong thing. So where's the same energy for Michigan State? Buckeye School? Exactly. Y'all didn't even bring y'all spoke about it briefly. They got wins vacated, and so anyway, we play the Bruins this Saturday, man. Y'all bozos, man. I would never take y'all serious. That's why I do to your fan base the way I do. And again, these are for the ones that were with the pitchforks yelling that this was gonna be bad for Michigan, which it wasn't. So why wasn't, my question to OSU fans and Buckeye Scoop and whoever, Why is it that you didn't cook them for that? So just because it was Michigan State, oh, it's okay. But if it was Michigan, oh my goodness. Come on, y'all got to keep the same energy. And this is across the board. Media, Pete Thamel. I mean, why you scum fans are mad at Pete Thamel for? I mean, he's just reporting. That's his job. That's what he gets paid for. Where was Pete Thamel reporting this Michigan State stuff? Because Michigan obviously played them in these 3 years, sold their OSU, sold their other schools. Why this is not a mainstream story? Why people ain't going crazy? Answer me that. Answer me that. But there's no bias towards Michigan, y'all said. They just reporting. You can't be mad for them reporting. So now, keep the same energy for Michigan State. This is a Big Ten team. Yeah. Everybody quiet now. Y'all picked 20 million. Shut up. Michigan, listen. And I'm going to end this like this. Because the MSU fan base and the OSU fan base, the Bozo Brigade, who, again, there was yelling, hammer, hammer, and with the pitchforks, and it's going to be glorious. Huh? Oh, yeah, wait till the hammer drop. Yeah, you guys paid your way. Nah, Michigan didn't pay their way, stupid. What happened was, there's zero proof of cheating, you dummies. I challenge anybody, even Spiro, the 40-year-old virgin, Intrinsic, all these stupid Buckeye school people cannot, to save their lives, give one game where Michigan cheated. They couldn't. They could not. None of you can. Name me the games, right? There's so much proof. There's so much proof that Michigan cheated. There's so much proof, right? It's there. It's where? Which games? So they said from 21, 22, and 23 we cheated. So name me the games. How did we cheat? How did we do it? Explain it. Say, okay, so this is what happened. What Counter Stallions would do is he'll let Jesse Minter or Mike McDonald know. And look, as he's telling him that, look what Mike McDonald's doing. And look how the deep. You can't do that. Why not? Zero cheating. There was no cheating. What happened was, this was like my man. What's my man? I forgot his Isaiah Ho. It was a witch hunt, bro. This was a whole witch hunt. Because look what happens to Michigan State, and it's like nothing happened. If that was Michigan, this story would have got dragged for months. It's like, that's it. The story is done. And that was 2 days ago. It's like nothing happened. Why is that? They got wins vacated for playing ineligible players. Players who could have risked the health of other players from your school. And there's no outcry? And there's no outcry. Why is that? But there's no bias. You guys is clowns, bro. I would never, ever respect MSU. I would never respect Ohio State. Ever, ever. The Bozo Brigade. Ever. And Michigan State, look at the bright side, my brother. You finally lead in something. The most vacated wins in Big Ten history. You beat Ohio State. Hey, at least you beat them in something, man. Shout to you. 14 wins, they got 12 wins. And Michigan, how many games their football team has to vacate in their history? Zero. Zero, baby. Zero. 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 Cheaters. You cheaters. But they can't prove how Michigan cheated. Listen to yourself, you dummies. You said Michigan cheated, but you have zero proof. You can't come up with one game where Michigan cheated. You can't. So again, you just listen to media. It was back-end stuff. Yeah, Connor Stanley is guilty of some back-end stuff he did. But as far as cheating, the root of the problem, him giving us advantage. What advantage Michigan had? Show me where he was giving us an advantage. You can't. You can't. Y'all just mad. The hammer dropped, but it wasn't on Michigan. Listen, Michigan State, you a malnourished program. You a malnourished program. And Ohio State, best believe in the near future you getting hit with something because you one of the dirtiest programs. Let's stop the BS. Yes, from the COVID season to 24, over what, 14 violations. You we self-report. Ain't nothing to see here. Yeah, he did this. Don't worry, NCAA, we'll take care of it. Okay, yeah. Wherever there's bullets, there's a gun. We know OSU ain't nothing clean about you, man. And you guys are dirty. You call a team cheaters, but yet you're the one who had to vacate a whole season due to cheating. Yes, how was tattoos and memorabilia cheating? Well, obviously, because a lot of OSU fans are stupid, the reason wins were vacated, just like Michigan State, you played ineligible players. That's what you guys did. Because your coach, Jim Tressel, lied to the NCAA. Going into the season, they was going to be suspended only 5 games. Something like that. Misquote me, but I'm about 90%, right? When they found out, they said, so you knew that last year these guys did what they did and you let them play? Yeah, done. That's why you got wins vacated, OSU, because your coach, Jim Tressel, knowingly played ineligible players. Michigan didn't play ineligible players. So why you crying? Cry babies. Cheaters. Sound like a bunch of 12-year-olds in the schoolyard. Cheaters. 4 years in a row, we bullied your bum-ass team. Man, get out. Michigan State, you're not even in the conversation. Now your program is finished, done. Thank goodness. Oh, and basketball season. Bro, you a mid-program. I'm sorry, Michigan. You can say what you want. I know it's funny. There's some Ohio State fans that are Michigan State basketball fans. Some Michigan fans that are Michigan. They mid. Say what you want. They're a mid-program. Tom Izzo's never winning another natty. And we could put money on that. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on this whole Michigan State, Ohio State, hugger fest. I love you guys. The hammer's coming. Just to let you know that there was bias the whole time. There was bias towards Michigan. And the only hammer, it dropped on Michigan State and it's going to drop on Kirk Barton. How ironic. The two programs, right? These two entities of people talking about the hammer's gonna drop every week and getting together, and it's just, oh man, it's gonna be glorious. I can't wait. Are the ones that are in trouble. You reap what you sow in life, homie. It is what it is. You can't escape it. What they should have done was just say, look, I got information. I got some sources. How legit they are, I don't know. They are close to the NCAA. Word is, it might be ugly for Michigan, but you never know with these kind of things. We'll just see. No, it's bad. Oh my God, there's no way they're gonna get away with this. I promise you. And it was every week. 3, 4, 5 episodes. Massive. But apparently the Michigan State wasn't massive. Yo, cornball fan bases right there, man. Anyway, it's your boy, the Maniac, and I'm out. 1, go blue.